Start in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, thank you for watching / listening to episode 13 of Teddybears and Tentacles podcast. Dude, we're on 13 episodes of this.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. And so if you hear a voice, that is winter prepared Skinny Rick.
Yep. You think I'm not ready for winter, dude?
Dude, you're obviously ready for winter. It has been cold over here, but I don't think it's been cold enough to merit all that. What do you think? What do you even have going on? First off, go through the
what? Oh,
let me
just start it off. Let me start off by saying
yeah.
I had to take a cold shower today because for some reason, for the first time ever, everyone in my family decided to wake up before 9 and shower. So that's why I'm so cold.
Was it cold in y'all's house?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the cold woke everybody up.
I wasn't happy about it.
Where's Riley sleeping? Is she sleeping on that thing?
She just sleeps in my room.
She doesn't sleep on your bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's in my room.
Yeah. Well, good.
But, yeah. So I got a face shield. I got a hat.
Yeah.
And I got 3 shirts on.
Nice.
Yep.
1 pair of pants?
Yeah.
How many socks?
1. But I'm wearing some of them long undies.
Okay. That's basically pants.
Yeah. It's like I actually have like the Champion like athletic compression pants. That's what I'm wearing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you look like you're from Russia or somewhere similar.
Nah, dude.
Keeping the mullet.
I'm keeping it safe.
Yeah, keeping it safe.
Because if it freezes, it might break off, you know?
Yeah, it will.
It might.
Mm-hmm. It will for sure. Well, there's a bunch of exciting stuff going on this week.
Yep.
So let's start with the first thing. What was it? What night was it? What night was the thing? On Tuesday night, we did I didn't go to it, but the church did a showing partnered with Odin and Sons, a comic book place store that is near here, and we did a showing of The Mandalorian with Disney Plus, the Disney Plus app. How'd it go?
It went really well.
Yeah.
Everyone
How many people
knows.
showed up that were, just here for that and not members of the church or anything?
I think like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was mostly people from the church.
Yeah. So it was fun though?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool. We so I watched it last night and I was very impressed by it. I will say the Disney Plus app, I'm very disappointed in it personally. So I was having some issues with it last night. First off, did this happen for y'all? I don't know. So between shots, they had it looked like there was a color filter on it in The Mandalorian.
No.
Did that happen with y'all? Dude, it was bad. It'd be like the shot would be super cold, and then it would be like the next shot would be like crazy warm.
No, it didn't do that.
Yeah, and then sometimes it was like way too red. And then it took us about 20 tries of loading it to get it to actually play. It was playing first just the audio, no video for a few times, and then the app crashed a couple times. So
What were you watching it on? What device?
Fire Stick.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't, nothing crazy. I mean, the thing that probably everybody's watching it on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was very good though. I liked it. Other than the camera issues, hopefully it was just a stream that was doing that stuff. So,
yeah.
I mean, Callie pointed it out first. I mean, I noticed it at first, and I was like, "What are they doing?"
Yeah.
And you can imagine that some of those scenes just would look crazy if you had that going on. So it was like the cantina scene at the beginning.
Yeah.
Go from like a well lit room to like a super dark one, so it would look like like one shot would look like, oh, we're at the beach, and then the next shot would be like post-apocalyptic, you know what I mean?
Weird.
Like dark and everything. It was weird. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. Tonight we have at midnight tonight, so technically tomorrow is the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm really excited about it. I've been waiting for this for couple years. It'll be the first open world one. It'll be the first non-exclusively handheld one. So I'm pretty pumped. So I pre-ordered Shield. Skinny Rick pre-ordered Sword.
Yeah, Sword.
And we have some other friends that pre-ordered it too.
Yep.
So we're all super pumped about that. I'll probably stay up for a little bit tonight playing it.
I'll probably be asleep and play it tomorrow.
Yeah, and then tomorrow night I have that the mission does that play. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I'll be going to that. And yeah, so it'll be fun.
I've been playing a new game called Police Stories with old Corbin, and it's been fun. It's like a top down like bird's eye view, and it's like it's like that pixely, like, it's like pixel art kind of. Not, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, because I don't actually know what the
You talking about cell shaded?
no
Not like what like Breath of the Wild is?
no this is just straight up, like, I don't know the actual
Like
resolution.
8-bit?
Yeah, but that's the thing, is I don't know what bit it is.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
not 8, it's more than that, but
let me show you this right here.
yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, okay, so this is top down, like old school. If you played the original Metal Gear that was on Nintendo, that's what this is. This is just your typical old school Contra sort of
Yeah.
style game. It's online.
Yeah, but so the way it works is it's a campaign, but it's only 2-player. It's you and your partner, and you're policemen. So you got to answer all these calls. You're handling hostage situations, and it's stressful because in this game, like, you don't eat rounds. Like, if you get shot,
Yeah.
like, there's a good chance first bullet's going to kill you if it hits you in the head. If you're lucky, your vest will catch it, and then you can heal up. But even then, but the stressful thing is like, you don't get to see what's in the rooms until you open the door.
Is this free or what?
No, I don't think it's free. But basically, it's like tactical. So you open the door, and you see how there's like these spotlights.
Yeah.
That's like what you can see. So if whatever's outside of that spotlight, you can't see. So like this guy,
They call that, for the actual term of what that's called, it's called fog of war.
okay,
So it's it's just the fog. Within the fog, you can't see what's over there.
oh, here's a little example. See?
Yep.
He rounds the corner, and then
I guess
you can see
technically
him.
in this it would be considered like light, but it's the same thing basically.
So, and what's stressful is there's like, you're a police, so you don't just shoot whoever you see inside the room.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to fire your weapon. Basically, you get major points deducted from your score if you shoot someone who is not aiming a gun at you.
Okay.
And you give commands like get on the ground and stuff like that. So what makes it really stressful is when you kick open a door and you've got like one unarmed guy and 2 armed guys,
And you just start lighting them
and
up.
you don't know if that unarmed guy was a hostage or if he's just
chilling.
If he's just chilling. And what ends up happening is, like, one time Corbin and I ran in, and we shot the first guy who drew his gun, and the second guy dropped his weapon. But then that guy was just standing there looking at us, and we were yelling at him, and then he drew his weapon and shot Corbin. So it's like, it's stressful because you don't know what what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. It seems pretty cool. Have you ever seen Fighting Force?
No.
Dude, type that in, bro. This is for the original PlayStation. And this was where it was at, dude. Go to videos, bro. So you could play up to like 4 people, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember if the original PlayStation you could play 4 controllers. Yeah.
Or like that.
But it's co-op, and you pick from these characters, and basically you're like these, like kind of like cop, like undercover cop kind of guy things. Go ahead. Go. Yeah, there you go. You could use your entire environment to fight, dude. Like if there's a car, you can freaking punch the car to death. It'll blow up. Then you could take like the engine out and beat people up with it. You can take like the tires. Yeah, watch. Check them out. All right, here we go. Tire boy.
What?
Bam. Dude, it was so good. Look, there's a rocket launch. That was a rocket launcher he just passed up. Dude, this was so sick.
What?
Yeah, so you get guns. You can get like a handgun, a Uzi. You knock this thing down, and there's gonna be some guys over here. I think there's an ambulance somewhere close. Dude, I can remember this from being a kid. Bam, bam, poo, poo, poo. But it was co-op, dude. You could play a couple people at a time with this.
Wow.
Bam, nice. Fast forward it, dude. Go to where the next level. Keep going. Go. Stop. Go a little bit more. I'm trying to find. Keep going. There's one level where you're at like a
subway.
No, you're in like this syndicate place fighting these like ninja ladies and stuff.
This is military.
Yeah.
This was
interesting because it was like one of the first games where you could like fully utilize your environment if you wanted to.
That's cool.
So literally, like if there's double doors, you can go up and pull the handle off of the double door. Remember how they used to be like the push handles?
Yeah.
You can pull the handle off of it and beat people up with it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was weird. So
dang, dude, these guys got motorbikes.
Yeah, this is real deal right here. So yeah, this was a cool game, dude. But I might have to check that game you're talking about out. Police Stories, it's called.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like an indie game because it was like it just came out. And Corbin's been following it for a while.
Yeah,
but I like it. You die a lot, like a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's difficult because you can't just shoot whatever you see.
Yeah. So if you shoot, like a hostage or something like that, the game's over?
No, you just get massive point deductions. Okay. And even part of it is, even if they have a gun, you're not allowed to shoot them until they aim it at you. And what's crazy is sometimes the people with the guns will just run at you. They'll run at you and then past you, and you still can't shoot them because they don't have it aimed at you. And so, like, one time we kicked open a door, and the guy ran out the door and fled. And, we couldn't shoot him in the back.
Yeah.
So,
dude, I wonder if we're going to get a Mandalorian game. Like
dude.
A Mandalorian style.
Do you know about 1313?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude. So, right when Disney bought Star Wars, this game was in production, and it got canceled.
Uh-huh.
This was going to be the game.
Why'd it get canceled?
Disney just was like, no, we don't want to have to keep up with it. Here's some pictures. So basically you play as I'm pretty sure it's Boba Fett, and it was going to be his story.
I mean, dude, that would be cool, but I'm way more interested in probably the reason that they didn't do this is because they're making a Boba Fett movie, aren't they?
I don't know.
Well, if they make a Boba Fett standalone, putting anything else out there, you know how Star Wars people are. You can't, know.
I mean, I can tell you right now, this game was going to be way ahead of its time. I mean, look at this.
I don't doubt that. But what I would rather have is some kind of like an MMO where the focus of it isn't necessarily Jedi or Sith. The focus of it is more just class based and stuff like that, not all that.
Yeah.
like in Galaxies, I don't know if you've ever heard of Galaxies. It was an MMO. Like it was hard to be a jet. It was hard to get to be a Jedi. So it was kind of like, you know, it wasn't focused around that as much.
Sure.
Jedi was just like a top rank PvP, you know, like a label kind of thing that you get.
Let's see here, dude.
What console was this going to be on? How long ago did this get canceled?
Whenever Disney bought.
So a couple
Star
years,
Wars, yeah.
a few years.
Yeah.
What was the first Disney Star Wars movie? Force Awakens?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
This right here is gameplay. This was like the opening mission.
I mean, dude, it looks sick for sure. It just... I knew something like that was going to happen. First person shooter?
No, it's third person.
Okay. Like, why would you not have an MMO in this universe, dude? There's the expanded universe.
I mean, there is an MMO. Like, it's been out for years.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a new, like, a successful one.
I would like a new one. Did you ever play the Old Republic? Not Knights of the Old Republic, but the Old Republic.
Galaxies I played for a little bit.
The Old Republic is all right. I don't know.
I mean, it looks good, dude. It looks, you know, but I don't know. They should come out with something good, a good video game, I think. Battlefront was a bit of a bust, you know.
Like, I liked
it had a lot of hype around it, but you don't really hear anything about it anymore.
I liked the old ones too. The old Battlefronts, those were fun. I used to play those all the time.
Yep. Yeah, they were fun. Well, let's you want to jump into some of the stuff we're going to cover today? We're already over 20 minutes in. So.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so a few things that I wanted to just go over was so I saw a thing the other day. There was a house for sale. And the pictures on it was of the kitchen. There was a plate with a bunch of lines of cocaine chopped up on it. Type that in. Cocaine on plate and house picture.
Yeah.
Yep. Man, you almost did it.
Yep. I almost did.
There you go. Zillow listing of home goes viral after photo shows white powder on a thing. We definitely don't need a video about this. Scroll down. Okay.
This?
Yeah. Click on it. Look at it. So we'll put this up on the screen, but it's a picture of I mean, it looks like a nice little kitchen, you know, but in the kitchen is a plate with, like I said, a few lines of some coke, and
some of that nose seasoning.
Yeah, and I read a little bit about it whenever I first saw it. Somebody was saying that they did it, you know, as a joke, but I don't know, dude. That to me looks like what else is on the counter? So you got a purse.
I think like a NOS or something.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a NOS or a beer or something like that. And this line of, see, this is my thing, dude. If there was nothing else on the counter, then maybe I would be like, yeah, this is a setup picture. But you got a drink, you got a purse, like
you also got a mop
in the background. Yeah, it just kind of seems like something that's just in the kitchen.
Do people,
you know what I mean?
I didn't realize, do people actually own those types of mop buckets for their house?
I was actually just thinking that a second
because I've never seen anyone who owns a house have that.
I mean, you can just buy that.
You can, but also, but here's the thing.
But here's the question.
Most mops for your house have the ring built into it.
Yeah.
So you just get a bucket.
Yeah, but I guess, but at the same time, like, that's probably what you want everywhere is that thing.
I mean, it makes sense. It's just
I would
odd
want that at my house. I'm getting that
now.
Yeah.
Do you have hardwood floors or tile?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm never gonna have a regular mop. See, there wasn't always those fancy mops today with like the built-in ringers. There wasn't always that. I mean, even at the house now, we don't have a bucket or anything. Like I just freaking,
Use that sink.
Or the bathtub.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we do that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it just.
Or you could just get a
convenient,
Swiffer.
Dude. Why would you not just get this? Why would you not have this? This is the most effective thing. It might take up a little bit more room, but I mean, it definitely.
I mean,
I just never thought about having that at home.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, they're making the right move with that. With the cocaine on the counter, probably not the right move. But do what you do, I guess. And then on the same lines as cocaine, look up cocaine in France. I don't know what it was that made me type this in, but we're gonna find out. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so police closed beach in France as nearly 900 kilograms of cocaine washes up along the Atlantic coast. So a kilogram is a little bit less than 2 pounds, I want to say. It's like either 1.2 or 1.8 kilogram. Let me see. I'm about to find out real quick. Yeah, 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. So you had close to a ton of cocaine wash up on this beach. So officials said the cocaine was extremely pure at some 83%, warning people who find the packages not to touch them. That has not stopped some from trying to get their hands on the drugs, with a street value in millions of euros, prompting police to close beaches and start carrying out patrols. On Monday, 17-year-old was caught with 5 kilograms of cocaine. Bro, I will say this. So, to put into perspective, whenever I was growing up, an ounce of cocaine, so there's 16 ounces in a pound. So you've got 2 pounds of, a gram probably went for like 50-ish bucks, and there's 28 grams in an ounce. So I want to say, I don't know, I guess I never even tried to buy an ounce of cocaine, but you're talking about this kid had like basically 10 pounds of cocaine, a 17-year-old. And that's crazy. That's a ton of money, and that's a ton of that drug. Like, that's super crazy. A closed-off surfing beach near the southwest. He had come home from Toulouse, a 3-hour drive away. A half dozen other beaches in the area have been closed as well, with police stopping walkers for searches, and also checking cars leaving nearby parking lots. A police helicopter was also being used along the 125-kilometer stretch between Cap Ferret and French Place. A woman who gave her name as Martine failed to notice the closure signs on the Portage Beach during Monday, while officers told her and a friend to leave. So, dude, there's probably a lot of this going around the city right now because somebody had to report it, and there's no telling how many people found it before they, before officials were able to get to it and do whatever they were going to do. But that's crazy, dude. That's freaking insane. A 17-year-old with 11 pounds of cocaine. That's bizarre.
That's a lot.
Yep. So almost a ton of cocaine, dude. And then, this is a little bit old, but I thought we would kind of bring it up and talk about it while we were kind of talking about this stuff. You saw the video of the submarine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pull that video up. We'll put this up on the screen. This is pretty cool. So this is a Coast Guard that they successfully pulled over a submarine that was trafficking drugs. Apparently, the submarine had run out of oxygen or something like that, and it had to surface. And so, yeah, they were running drugs. So this is pretty crazy. So it's a little Coast Guard boat. This isn't a big boat. This Coast Guard boat,
No.
which I find this is nuts, dude.
Dude, you know.
So they're yelling in a foreign language, "Stop your boat, stop your boat." And so, obviously these people can't hear. All right, there's a couple boats, but none of these are like huge boats.
Nah, dude.
And we're also trying, this is 2 boats versus a submarine, basically.
Dude, check this out, though.
Yeah, so they get on it, and then this guy is going to jump onto it.
That guy's got like
crazy,
night vision
bro.
gear on his head, too.
Well, there's no telling.
These guys are
if
ready.
he gets in there.
Yeah. Dude, this is sick. This crap right here.
So you have some, an army guy. He's beating on the door to this submarine, and finally they open it. And
this is crazy.
pull this guy out, man. And I want to say there was like something like $232 million in that submarine.
That was at least $3 worth of drugs.
Dude, we were talking, me and some other people were talking, dude, look at all that. That is crazy. Inside was more than 17,000 pounds of cocaine worth about $232 million. Dude, look up semi-submersive submarine. Semi-submersible. There you go. Just do that. So a Narco submarine is a type of custom-made, ocean-going, self-propelled submersible vessel built by drug traffickers to smuggle drugs. They are especially known to be used by Colombian drug cartel members to export cocaine from Colombia to Mexico, which is often then transported overland to the U.S. Newer Narco submarines are fully submersible, designed specifically to be difficult to detect visually. Scroll down. So this thing, they're saying... Get off. Hang on. Go down. Let me see some pictures.
I don't think they have any. I mean, there's this.
So this has happened
A lot.
Wow. Just Google Narco Submarine.
They're not that big, but they're also still a submarine.
Yeah.
Like, they're not that big, but they're also still way bigger than a person.
Yeah. Enough to fit a few tons of drugs in, dude. That's crazy.
Yep.
That one looks super janky.
That one looks like they definitely 3D printed it.
Yeah, dude, that thing looks like it could be mistaken for the Loch Ness Monster if that was that thing poking up out the top. Yeah, so I thought all that was interesting, dude. It is fascinating to know that they have narco submarines. That's weird. It is very weird. Let's see what else we got today, dude. So there was a guy convicted of a doctor that was convicted of tying women's tubes without consent. So put doctor, doctor convicted of tying tubes without consent. And so this is...
Wait. I can't spell.
I know. Tying tubes without consent. I saw this yesterday. So this is basically, and what that means is that they can't have children anymore. There you go.
Which one?
Any of them, doesn't matter.
Just click the first one.
So this is Fox News. Again, if you are far left, just fast forward or go watch CNN or whatever. A Virginia doctor was arrested Friday for allegedly performing unnecessary surgical procedures on women without their knowledge or consent. Federal prosecutors say the unneeded operations included at least one instance of tying a woman's fallopian tubes, an operation that denied her the possibility of conceiving a child naturally. Javeed Perwaz, a 69-year-old doctor from Chesapeake, was arrested Friday and charged with one count each of healthcare fraud and making false statements relating to healthcare matters. He was held without bond until a detention hearing on Thursday. Perwise is accused of repeatedly performing medical procedures on women without their knowledge, the Virginian pilot reported, citing an FBI affidavit. The FBI began to investigate the doctor after receiving a tip in September 2018 from a hospital employee who grew suspicious about his actions. The employee claimed his patients were receiving their annual cleanouts and said many people weren't sure of what procedures they were supposed to be undergoing. The employee also alleged that he had performed so many procedures it was hard for the hospital staff to keep up. The affidavit states women underwent hysterectomies, cytectomies, all right, a bunch of different stuff. Words. Yeah, science procedures, and focuses on 4 unidentified patients. It also claims he repeatedly subjected Medicaid patients to procedures and often mentioned cancer to scare patients into having surgery. What a creep, dude. One woman said he told her she needed to undergo hysterectomy because cancer was imminent. She objected, asking for a procedure that only removed her ovaries instead, and reportedly woke up shocked to find the doctor had performed a total abdominal hysterectomy and also cut her bladder in the process.
Holy.
The woman
Whoa. Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no way you're going to get me unconscious on a freaking table.
No doubt, dude.
Ever. Yeah.
Ever. That was where it's like, oh, you need this thing for what? And he's like, you just really need it. It's like, oh, well, go ahead. Yeah, I agree, dude. This is nightmare stuff right here. Dude,
that right there, it's like, no, you. How about you lay down and I'll cut you open?
Yeah, well, this is interesting, dude. Let's keep going. The doctor has reportedly had a medical license since 1980. Just 2 years later, in 1982, he lost his admitting privileges at Maryview Hospital due to poor clinical judgment and performing unnecessary surgeries.
So he's been doing this for a while. So he's been doing this.
What's he doing, dude? Is he getting insurance?
You're telling me he's been doing this for
37 years, bro. 27 years. Wait.
Like 30 years.
Yeah, whatever. I tried to do real fast math. It's 37 for sure. So, yeah. 37 years, bro. It's crazy. It's very bizarre. So, yeah, I don't know if he was trying to get insurance money. Let's see if we can see anything else about this thing before we move on to something else. No, I don't see anything else. Okay, well, there you go, dude. I wanted to, so as far as Epstein goes, we don't have really that many more developments or anything like that. I did see yesterday that the house that he had in Manhattan is, the value of it supposedly $100 million. Type that in, do Epstein house worth.
Oh my gosh.
And so whenever I saw this, it kind of made me think that I would bring it up because
New York?
Yeah.
77.
Yeah, click that. Let's see if we can see what's in this thing, man. So this is the front of the house that we saw in that video that one time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Did they show any pictures on the inside of it or no?
Uh-oh. What is this?
What is this? Yeah, so it looks like somebody broke into it. It says on July 8th. Keep going down. Jesus Christ, bro. Look at this. His house had many incarnations along its path to infamy. 50 feet wide and 7 stories tall, the house was designed by Horace Tromber, a fashionable resident architect for Herbert and Strauss, an heir to the Macy's department store fortune, whose father had perished on the Titanic 18 years earlier. That's crazy, man. Keep going down. So this thing was like a real deal mansion. Keep going. Okay, go back. So anyway, this thing's supposed to be worth. This is a little bit older of an article, but there was a newer one that said it was worth. Dude, how about this? Look at him in that picture. How about he's wearing one of those shirts that every parent that is from the South does to their kid's backpack, where they have their initials, but the last name is in the middle, and it's the initials bigger than everything else.
Is that what that is?
If you have a kid, look at your diaper bag. Jeffrey Epstein has that thing
on his shirt.
Right
is that what that is, though?
Yeah.
I never knew what that was.
Yeah.
I just thought people didn't know how to spell words.
Yeah, it's first and middle name on the sides with the,
What is this? What type of bull crap are we trying to pull here? Are you going to forget your name?
I don't know, dude. It's very interesting. But, yeah, so it made me start thinking, and the reason that I wanted to bring it up is I want to look at how much Neverland Ranch is worth, and I don't think that it ever sold. So Neverland Ranch, I'm sure, do you know what that is?
It's his ranch, right?
No, that's Michael Jackson's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, I watched some of that.
Is this like required? Like you have to have a ranch if you're rich? Is that how the force works?
Michael Jackson's fame, Neverland Ranch, is back on the market for $31 million, less than half of his previous listing price of $67 million in 2015. The 22,000-acre property hit the market for a whopping $100 million. Click that. Let's. I want to read this. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 70% off its original price. Dude, look at this place, man.
I mean, I got like $50 if they settle for that.
It's pretty dope looking outside. So, keep going down. Keep going. Stop. 22,700 acre property, dude. Bro, all right. But the 12,598 square foot French Normandy style residence located and sat on the market for 2 years before it was price slashed to $67 million in 2017. Jackson, who bought the property for $19.5 million in 1987, defaulted on a loan after financial hardships and entered Neverland into an ownership agreement with the private investment firm Colony Capital in 2008 for $23 million. After millions of dollars in renovations, 2,700 acre ranch boasts. See, look at the top. It says 22,000. So is it 22,000 or 2,700? 50-seat movie theater, a tennis court, 14-foot lagoon-style pool, a dance studio, barns, and separate staff facilities. Keep going down. So,
well, then it's not really a ranch.
Keep going down.
It's just a regular.
Yeah. Keep going down. I want to see some pictures of it. I mean, it's in a really pretty area. Keep going down. It's crazy looking, man.
Oh, there's an outline of how much it is.
Yeah, so it's actually 2,700. 2,700 for 30-something million probably isn't that bad. Look up how much 1 acre of land cost in Los Angeles. Is an acre of land worth in Los Angeles? Okay, dude. So look, this is what I can tell you for sure. If you had the money and 2,700 acres for 30-something million in Los Angeles looks like a deal.
Do it.
Looks like a deal. So just click on that one. So this is a 7,000 square foot home.
Click on this one?
Yeah. Mount Olympus in Los Angeles. You can look at it. Not any land, dude. It's just looks like just a 3-story house. $9 million.
Dude, they don't even have like good grass or anything.
Dude, this doesn't even look like that
nice.
Holy crap, dude.
This looks not that nice.
$9 million for that. None of those houses around there look, I mean, dude, they look nice, but they all look like freaking condos from the 90s.
Yep. Like, this
Holy
is all
crap,
plywooded
dude.
up.
Yeah, that is crazy, dude. $9 million.
Look at how nice that
Whew.
looks. The fence got knocked down, so they put a tarp up.
Yeah, people don't end up buying these. Oh, look, yeah, let's
There's
look at
like
the
water damage and stuff.
Wow, $9 million, bro.
It
This place
looks
looks
like
like a real hunk of
it looks like
crap.
no one's lived there in a while.
Yeah. Comes with like 6 homeless people.
And a ghost. There's a panorama view.
Yeah, dude, that's too much money. Well,
Take a tour? No, thank you.
yeah, so it's expensive to live in Los Angeles. The Michael Jackson Neverland Ranch seems like a pretty good deal. But people don't want to buy houses that have creepy shit like that happen in it, like kid stuff. You know, if you watch that Michael Jackson documentary, it is pretty creepy. You know, they say that house had like...
Was he doing a kitty touch?
Oh, yeah. They said, well, allegedly. They said that, the hallway leading up to his room had sensors in the floor that would like sound off alarms if somebody was walking towards it. It's pretty crazy. So, yeah. I'm curious to see what happens with this Epstein house, man. $100 million, 7-story house that was owned by people who died on the Titanic. Like, it's $100 million for that house in New York, which I don't know if that's a deal or not, but I'm just curious to see if that thing sells ever, because it seems like Neverland Ranch, like, you look at it, dude, it's a nice looking piece of land.
That's
House
dope,
is,
dude.
the house looks beautiful.
You could put a go-kart racing track out there or something.
Yeah. Start a cult out there.
What's weird is that this looks like all desert, and then
you go up to the top. And
this right here looks like it's in Savannah.
Yeah, dude, that right there looks like, something in like Disney World or something like that.
That's a European.
Yeah, some like European drug lord's house, but I don't know, dude. Yeah, so I want to see what happens with that, dude. The Epstein meme has blown up.
Yeah.
I've seen it on TV. I've seen it on news. People just randomly saying Epstein didn't kill himself at the end of like interviews and stuff like that. I think it's funny. I do think it's funny, but I just hate the fact that it's a meme and like still we're sitting here like we're having to talk about how much this house is worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, shouldn't we be talking about how we have Ghislaine Maxwell in custody? Shouldn't we be talking about how Prince Andrew actively has an investigation going under,
or
with
that
him
the royal
and
family has
he's in
threatened
custody.
people
Yeah.
if they talk about it.
Yeah, it's, we shouldn't be relying on, Vice-esque news styles like Veritas and stuff like that to be releasing this information at this point. Like, it should be mainstream media, but everybody's just worried about other stuff.
Like the Popeyes Chicken Sammy's back.
Or, that little like 16-year-old girl that was yelling about global warming and stuff.
I don't know.
Like, that happened right after the Epstein thing too. It just, I don't know, dude. People's attention spans just suck. And now, we got probably another fake thing on Trump. Who freaking cares anymore? I'm ready for next year to start. I'm ready to see some campaigning. I'm ready to see all that. I'm tired of all this. Bro, we're almost in the 4th year of his term, and we're still trying to get this guy impeached. And
it's almost over.
I get it, dude. If there's, some stuff that like, but if we're making stuff up still, we just need to stop. And I don't even like the guy, so, it is what it is. Anyway, dude, I'm hungry. You're
starving.
still wearing a ski mask. So what's going on, dude? What do we got going the rest of the day? And what else? We're about to go. We're gonna be doing some line tracing and all that.
We gotta trace some lines.
Yep. So hope y'all have a good week, man. Like always, you can follow me on Twitter. I am at TBAT Quinn, and Skinny Rick's gonna tell you his.
TBAT Skin E Rick. That's SKINERICK.
Yep. Maybe if it warms up a couple more degrees next week, we can see that beautiful mullet again.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The highs for the whole week are in the 50s.
Yeah.
So
that's not bad. That's not.
No, it's not that bad. But it also means I can wear this hat.
Yep. So if you're gonna be playing Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield, hit us up. You know, maybe we can do some trading or some something and so that's it. You got a fortune cookie or what?
I had one, but I forgot what it. Let me look. I think I wrote it down.
Okay, we're gonna check real quick on the fortune cookie. We do a couple shout outs, man. Shout out to Anthony, aka Ragnar. He's commented on a couple of our videos. I haven't got the chance to get back to him, but he's doing some game development stuff, and so I'm gonna talk to him soon. He was asking if maybe we would want to interview him about what it's like to be a game designer and stuff like that, and we can talk through that and see what we want to do with that. But shout out to him. Glad he's watching and all that stuff. That's the guy who he was my World of Warcraft guild leader.
Okay, cool.
That I played,
Yeah.
The guy who let that real piece of crap Allied Shadow run everybody off. That's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Ragnar, he's a good guy. I'm not talking about Allied Shadow. You got it?
Yeah.
What you got?
There are different flavored birthday cakes.
Yeah.
But birthday cake is also a flavor.
Didn't you do the toothpaste one last week?
Yeah.
Dude, you can't just
It's part
change
2, bro.
right.
You tell am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, but next week it could be, just do it with pickles next week.
Nah, dude, there's not different flavored pickles.
Yes, there is.
You could put some seasoning on it, but that doesn't make the pickle a different flavor. That just makes you have some seasoning on your pickle.
Okay. Well, you get what I'm saying, dude. We're going to get out of here. I'm hungry. He's Skinny Rick. See y'all next week.